Alright, in this video we'll see how to create a book manager plugin. So what do I mean by that? So in this particular page you'll see these are the list of books in my website where it shows the offer. You can see the offer ends on so and so date. If I click on it, you'll see the offer end date. Now these are divided into genre. So if you want to see only the kids genre, you'll see only the kids book show up. If you want the fiction book to show up, you can make that show up. And same way for the business, only the business type category book shows up. Now in case I want to display all, you just need to click on all and just click on filter, and now all the books would be displayed. So these books are displayed because these are in stock. What if some of them are not in stock? In that case what I'll do is consider, let's make the rich and poor dad as not in stock. As of now it says in stock. Let me just click on edit, and in the website you can see this books show up. Now if I make this not in stock, and click on update, you'll see in the front end the book will not show because it's not in stock. If it was in the business category, if I click on it, it won't be available at all. So not only this, these sections are actually coming from a shortcode. Now we have also customized this table. Once you activate the plugin, by default WordPress will show you only the title and the date, and these are the custom fields which I have added specifically to this post type. Now if you see in this post type, I have added the genre, I have added the status, stock status, the release date, the sale status. If it is sale, you will see. If it is not sale, you will not see. I have made this stock as in stock and I have not set the sale. So in that case, if I click on all, you will see the button will not show up. So only the book with offer will show the button. If it is not offer, if the book has no offer, then you will see there is no button. Along with the custom post type, along with the custom fields, so these are custom fields for this particular post type, we have also modified the table to see the preview. This is business genre, this is in stock, and this is release date, and this is sale date. Now along with these, what are the things that we are going to see? We have seen custom post type with the select tag, radio button, and the date field. So in the custom field, if I click on edit, these are the type of meta boxes: radio button, select tag, and the input field, which is date. We'll see how to add this, and the text taxonomy. So over here you have a language. I'm saying that this book is only available in this particular language, so I'm adding the tag English. So if you click on this is actually a taxonomy. As of now we have two terms, English and Hindi, so we can link the book into those category or taxonomy, and after that we'll see how to customize the list table. So by default WordPress just shows title and date. If you want the term to be shown, taxonomy to be shown, that's also possible. And these we'll see how to add this. Not only this, we'll see how to sort the custom field. So these are the custom field date, and we'll see how to sort this. So if I click on it, you'll see it's now in ascending. Yeah, I just want you to notice two things: order and order by. Now the order by is release date, and now it will turn to descending. The same way, if I click on sale date, the order by will change to sale date, and now it's ascending. If I click it again, you'll see it in the descending format. So these are customized because WordPress doesn't allow to add a custom field with the sortable column. So we have made this with the help of a hook, which is pre-get post. We'll explore deeply in this video, and a shortcode. And a shortcode, this shortcode will simply show you the offer date for the book which actually has an offer. Now let me just show you one book. I'll just add one book, and so let me add Atomic Habit. This is going to be in the business genre and it's in stock, and the release date, you can give any date, and the sale is on, it's available till 9th, and a short description about this book, and it's available in English. So if I'll just type EN, so autocomplete English will show up. I think there's an error, so we'll fix this on the go, and I'll be just adding a featured image, and this is the image set featured image and click on publish. Since we have added it in the business, just click on business and click on filter, and you'll see the Atomic Habit books shows up. It's there along with the other two books of business. If I click all, you'll see all the books including Atomic Habits shows up. And what if I don't want the offer on Atomic book? I'll just simply make this not in sale, and in the front end you'll see the book is not in sale, so you won't be able to see the button. So this is it. In case if you are interested in learning WordPress development or web development, web designing or UI development, I have a complete roadmap for it. I would recommend you to go from HTML, then get into CSS, then JavaScript, then PHP, then WooCommerce, then theme development, then plugin development. So each of them has a set of lessons. These has 56, these has 100, these has hundreds again. So these lessons are made in such a way it will make you from zero to hero. So these are not a theory based lecture. These are 100% practical lecture with their source code included. If you start from zero, you'll learn vanilla Java, HTML and CSS, and then get into converting PSD to HTML, and once you master PSD to HTML, you'll get into the framework of CSS, which is Bootstrap. Now similarly, if you are interested in learning JavaScript, we'll be learning how to create WYSIWYG editor as a entry level, and star widget, and you see HTML editor with icon. And as day passes, you'll learn how to create custom chatbot, quiz game, Giphy site clone, and IMDb clone with the use of API. And this is the roadmap. Again, this is zero to hero. Each of the course is made in such a way, if you start from zero, you'll become a hero on a particular field. So if you want to be a UI developer, learn JavaScript. If you want a web designer, learn CSS. If you want to be a HTML developer, join HTML developer course. And this is the basics to learn WordPress. If you want to learn WordPress, you just need to master these three and then get into the WordPress. So our plugin development, which you are in this video, it's actually 49th video. I have not updated it yet, but if you master these, then it's like a piece of cake for you. There is no big issue on understanding my code, but if you directly jump into this code, it will be difficult for you to follow. In case if you like my videos, I would recommend you to donate and fuel my coding journey, and this is a page. In case if you are interested, I'll leave the link in the description. For the start, we have to show our plugin in this particular plugin page. So in that case, what we need to do is we need to create a folder. So I have locally set up the WordPress. Inside that we have a plugin folder. Inside the plugin, let's just name it as manager. So inside manager, we need to create a PHP file, and this PHP file should have the same name as your folder name, manager.php. Make sure you are in the right folder. Click on plugins, and these has some information. In the plugin field, you'll see the plugin name, the description, the version number, and the author, and more details. So these are coming from the PHP comment. So these are the comments. UI monk manager of a book, and this is going to be the author name, and this is going to be the version number, and this is going to be the description. This is enough to show your plugin on this particular page. You can see if I click on active, once I click on active, I want a name which custom post type with the custom post type should show up. So for that, we need to add a custom post type function, which is register post type. And over here we are assigning the function to the init hook. Whenever the init hook runs, our custom function will run, and this function will actually trigger the register post type. So for the register post type, we need an argument, and these arguments are configured for the label and for public, whether it should have a permalink or not. This is responsible. The public is equal to true is responsible for creating a custom permalink for individual custom post type. And hash archive is again an archive page. Do we need an archive? If yes, you will get an archive. So let's say you have a books. If I go for books, so this is actually the archive. So we just need to get into this. I'm working on the previous live plugin. You just need to mention I want the slug to be projects. So if I make this, because I don't want it to collide with my current plugin, so in that case I have made this to projects. I guess I have spelled it right. So before making this work, you have to set, you will get a 404 error, and to make this work, what we need is we need to get into the settings permalinks, and we need to update the permalink. Now these projects will have all the archive of books. So if you need an archive page and you want to set the URL, so this is a rewrite property that you need to set, because I am not setting here. I don't want, I just want you to explain what archive is. So I have done it with the help of books, which is already active. Now I want the title, thumbnail, and only excerpt to show up in the plugin. If I click on add post, add new book, you'll only see the title, the thumbnail, and excerpt. This is title, and right at the bottom right you'll find the featured image, and just at the end you'll see the excerpt. So these are the default function which default feature which WordPress provide, and I want in my CPT. That's why I'm including the support. So show in rest is show in rest is responsible for showing your plugin, so showing your custom post type in the block editor or just a classic editor. So now if I make this true, you will see this will turn into a block editor. Add new post. So now you see, if I make this true, you'll see this will turn into a block editor. Classic editor will turn to a block editor. It is false, and now you'll see it will get back to the normal editor, classic editor. So I hope it's clear. Now if I make this, so let's just name it as books 2, so just to avoid conflict. Now you'll find a custom post type on the sidebar with the name books 2. I hope I have saved it, and make sure the plugin is active or else it won't work. Plugin, install plugin. Let's activate our plugin, and you'll see the book 2 will show up. You can see book 2 is there, and if I click on add new book, you'll find the features without meta box. So we have title, we have excerpt, we have featured. Now we need taxonomy for the tags. Here in this case it's going to be language. Let's add that. It's again similar to, we'll create a function and attach it to a init hook, and we'll link the custom post type. Here the custom post type is UIM book to this taxonomy, and now it's run. It will go live. We have label, we have public, we have a hierarchical false. When you make hierarchical false, it will act as a tag. When you make hierarchical true, it will act as category. Now if I refresh this, you'll find a taxonomy just below here called languages, and now this will act as a category. So you can see no categories found. If I make this hierarchy false, you will see this as an tags. If I click on all books, add new books, you'll find the field to be converted to tags. So let me just show you by making this true. So you'll find this is tags and this is category. So we want it to be tags itself. Let's keep it as it is. Now let's add a meta box. To add a meta box, we have a function meta boxes, and we are configuring the meta fields. So this is going to be the custom handle for the WordPress to know. We don't have to worry about it, and this is a relevant function. So this function will have all the HTML required, like radio button, select tags, and input type equal to date. And this is the custom post type that this meta box is linked to, and I'm saying this, let it be on the normal flow instead of sidebar. If you want these value to be in the sidebar, you just need to make this, instead of normal, it should be side. Now the priority is high, so that we can immediately have our custom field just below the text editor. Now this isn't enough. We want a function that will render the HTML. Since we are using custom post type, these fields, the custom fields which we are creating, will be stored into the WP post meta. So since it's post meta and the custom post type, WordPress gives you a function for updating and creating the options, or you can say post custom fields. So here in this case, we can access these are custom fields. This is genre, this is stock, this is release date, this is status, and this is date. And each of them, it will create these fields with the help of get post. So get post will do two things. Get post meta will do two things. If there is a value, it will fetch it. If there is no value, then it will assign it. So now I'm just displaying the HTML for the select tag, and this is for the radio button, and this is for the select tag, and this is for the date, and this is again for the select tag, and this is again for the date. Now you'll find a WordPress helper class called checked, the selected, again the selected. So you can see this checked is nothing but the value that will be showed when I have saved a let's say a genre as business, and if I click on business and if I refresh the page, the business has to stay. because it if it's plain PHP, what we'll do is we'll use the if else statement. So instead of using if else statement whether the value is checked or not, WordPress gives you a helper function and it will check whether the value is kids, then give the value checked. Similarly for the select field, whether the value is in stock, that you have selected while saving, and the selected will be directly appended in this case, and by default it will show that this is selected. So that's enough to show our custom field or the meta boxes. There is already a function that is using this. Let's rename this to 2, and if you refresh this you'll find the meta boxes. Now along with this meta boxes, it will not show it will not save, because by default when you click on save, the title, the featured image and the tags will get saved, but not our meta fields which we have created, meta box fields, or you can say custom fields. So to save this we need to call a hook called save post and update our individual custom field. If we have get post type, now we need to pass update post meta. That's it. That's the function that we need to run on the save post hook. So now we have a save post hook. It will check whether the value is updated. If the value is updated, then it will simply run the update post meta, update post meta, update post meta, and it will get from the post super global variable. While submitting, all the values in this form field will be sent as a post. So that's why I'm accessing it and updating it with the help of update post meta, and I hope that is clear. Now let's get into the, let's just fill one value and let me get into the we can get into the table so that we can display our values. This is the kids, this is in stock, this is the release date and it's on sale, and this is the sale end date, and then we have excerpt. Let's select the image from the media library, and it's the Caterpillar book that I have selected. We need to select the Caterpillar book on this, and along with that, if you want to add the tag, you can add this tag. This book is available in English as well, and click on publish, and now your book is saved. So if the update meta works, then you can see the value which you have entered stays on its own place. Now if I click on all books, this is the default one. This language is available because we in the taxonomy field we have set show in admin column. If I make this false, you won't see this language also in this field. Now what we need to do is we need to modify this tables. To modify the table, it gives you a filter which is manage underscore post type underscore. So this is actually a hook. Now what you see here, UIM underscore book, so this is actually the post type. So this is how the syntax is. Manage, this is the post type. In place of placeholder, you need to pass the post type, and then we have post column. And what are the things that we need? We need genre, we need service stock, we need release date, we need sale date. Now you'll see these column appended on the WP list table. Now we want to fetch these, so we know that these value got stored in the post meta. We'll use a switch case to target individual column which we have defined, and again we'll use add action. Here in this case, similar to what we have here, we also use this here in this place. There's a word called custom. That's the difference. And if it is genre, then get the value from the post meta. If it is stock, then they get the value from the post meta. And if you make this, it will be displayed. As of now we just have only one, so that's the reason why we see this. And now what I said is the challenge of this video is to make this column as sortable. Let me add one more book. I have added 3 books, each of them will be in different category. Now I want to make this sortable, similar to what we have in manage. We have to use the filter again. Here in this case, here we are specifying manage and edit. That's the only difference. Everything else is same to this function. So we are specifying the column that need to be sorted, and if you refresh this, so this isn't enough. You will see this link clickable, but it won't work because we missed a field, we missed a step to make this. You'll feel that this is getting sorted, but it is actually sorting based on the title. So if you notice, you'll find. So to make this work, what do I mean by that is, to make our custom field work with the sort feature of WP list table, we need to do one thing, and that thing is we need to add a hook which is free get post. So what this hook will do is, so by default the sorting is taking place. You can see the sorting is taking place with the help of WP query. So WP query is a inbuilt object which WordPress uses to display your feature dynamically. So as this is working, the only thing is it is missing what need to be done. So free get post will say to the WP query that these columns need to be sorted with the help of the value which is inside. So these are called the meta values. And what is a meta key? And the meta key is actually the release date. So release date, this will not be stored in the database. So these are custom defined. So if you see, this is the actual column name, but it is getting displayed in this way. So we need to say that this is the key, meta key, and these are the values to be sorted. So for that, let's use the hook. And again, this hook is saying set the meta key and get the meta value if it's release date, if the order wise release date. So by default WordPress will convert this value into a lowercase and replace the space with the underscore, and this is what you will see. And I'm saying that this is the meta key from the column. So this is the actual column, this is the meta key, and this is the actual column which we have specified on the get post meta and update post meta. So these value you can see, and just after that if I click on refresh, you'll see these will work now, starting from 17, 22 and 30. Now these will also work, 16, 16 and 23. Cool. Now what we need to do, now we need to create a shortcode to display the HTML, but the HTML will be displayed in such a way, if it will be displayed based on the genre. So let's do that. So this is a shortcode. Let me just create a new page for this page, all page, add new, and I'll be creating it with Elementor so that we can have a full width or new book. So over here in the settings, I'm making it as ID title, and let the page layout be Elementor full width, and let's create a new section, and this section will have shortcode. And if you click on plus and search for short code and drag it, and this is a short code. As of now we have no code, so it should be surrounded into square with the help of square bracket, and this is how it gets shown. And let me just check for the preview. And this is actually the post ID. As of now, this is what you see. All of them is getting displayed. Now I'll explain you. First of all, we need this fields. So these field, all, kids and fiction, I need to pass it into an array. So I have passed this into an array, and I have created a form field, and inside the form field, based on individual array, I am creating a input field, and I'm passing the name and value. When I click on fiction and if I click on filter, since it's form, the value will get appended as genre. So genre is this one, and the fiction is actually the value that we are passing over here, and you can see the value. So the G is actually the individual value from this section. Now we need to see, now based on the value we have passed, either it's going to be, now based on the fiction, let's say this is a genre, and we are giving the query. So this is the actual query, this is the post that we need to query, and these are the count. I need all, so I'm passing -1. And since these are the custom field, we can pass them with the help of meta query. So we are saying that if the key is genre and if it is in stock, then pass the query to the WP query. This WP query is responsible for querying the value from the database. So I'm passing the genre. If there is no genre, then you'll see simply the condition which is in stock only shows up. So that's the reason why if I click on for all the works will show. Now to add the CSS, let's add the CSS. To make it simple without using enqueue, I'll just add it over here. So we should add this inside style, and you can see this works. If it's in kids, only one book will show up related to kids. If it is fiction, it's business, only this book will show up. If it's all the book will show up. So these are happening because with the help of query. So there is a condition. The condition should run based on the genre. So that is passed with the help of meta query. And we are saying, since it's two condition, we are passing the relationship as and these are the two conditions. If it is in stock and if it's genre, then show, or else don't show. So based on that, the HTML will be rendered. And now if I click on it, I want the date to be shown, offer date to be shown. So for that, I need to create a JavaScript. Let's just make let me just name it script.js, all files. Let me add the JS. This JS will simply understands where it is clicked and find and creates a hook for the AJAX. So before that, we need to get the value from the date. How we are going to get this? Because the button actually has a date. Now you will see where the button is. The button, in the button you will find an attribute called data-date. So on clicking the button, I'm getting this button's data-date attribute and I'm sending it to the AJAX. So in WordPress, we are creating an AJAX, but that AJAX code that need to be handled by whom? That will be understood by WordPress with the help of action. So now we need to get this. So these requests will be sent into this hook. So this hook is defined in such a way that wp underscore AJAX, and this placeholder value is actually the action value. So whatever you pass here, it will get rendered over here, and it will receive the value post. Since it's AJAX, we are sending the value with the post super global variable, and I'm accessing those value. Once I access the value and I'm appending it with a text, offer valid till, offer instead of offer till the date that I have received from the AJAX, and I'm passing it as a response to this, and where there is this div, that data will be displayed. So here in this place you will see the value offer div. So if I click on it, you will see offer ends on. I'd see this working. The only problem is we have not linked this JS to this plugin. So we have to enqueue this and specify the place where the plugin is, and also we are passing the AJAX URL, which is admin-AJAX to this, so that we can access this in the JavaScript. So you'll see we'll be accessing this with the AJAX URL. So if you want to access this URL, what we do is, with the handle, we need to use it as an object. So this is how we handle. So this is how where the admin-AJAX will displayed, and request will be sent into wp-admin. Sorry, what is the name, which is admin-AJAX, and this admin-AJAX checks the action, and based on that action, this function will run. So that's the flow. Now, if everything is if everything is correct, I hope I have named it right. JavaScript, I have made a dependency also, jQuery. If I click it, you will see offer till 25. Sorry, 25. This is offer till 16. This is offer till 16. And that's all for this video. Thank you so much for listening.